One of the things that we try to do is to inform clients about what the process in the handling of their personal injury case is going to be. So instead of just signing you up and you just sort of being left in the dark as to how things are going to proceed and what to expect along the way and sort of what the timeline will be, we try to let you know how the case will actually be prosecuted on our end. What are we going to do? What kind of things do you need to be doing? What kind of things can you do that will actually help us in the process? As it turns out, your involvement in the case can be really important and extremely valuable to the recovery that you ultimately get. So we like for you to know first, what is it that we're trying to do? That way, if you can assist along the way, obviously we want your contribution. The first thing that we have to do whenever any personal injury case comes into the office is to make sure that we're properly investigating the case. Whether or not that means getting an actual investigator to go and talk to witnesses who saw what happened occur, or it could just mean talking to you, or it could mean talking to the investigating officer who is there, who saw the scene of a crash or saw the scene of some other event that involved your injuries. Or it could be that, hey, we need to go out and actually have someone document and photograph the scene of where it was that you were injured. That can be crucial to the prosecution of the case. It can be crucial to establishing negligence on behalf of the other party. What we find so often is that the scene is changed, evidence is lost, witnesses who would have been willing to talk to you are no longer willing to talk to you 2, 3, 4 months down the road. So reaching out to them as soon as possible after an incident is crucial. We also find that a lot of times insurance companies who are on the other side will say to the party who they insure, hey, make sure that you take down that deck that the person fell on or whatever other type of device caused their injury. Make sure that that's gone. And if you don't take steps to put them on notice of that, you can't use that later on. So let's say, for example, that a person falls on a deck that collapses and gets severely injured. 2 days later, an insurance company decides that they want to tell their insured that they want them to actually tear down that deck and make sure that it's not present for us to inspect it or investigate it. The first thing that we have to do within our office is to take steps to make sure that the person who owns that property knows that we do not want it altered in any way, shape, or form. Second, we need to make sure that insurance company knows that we have claims against their insured. They do not need to be instructing them to destroy evidence, alter evidence, modify evidence in any way, shape, or form. And if they do, we're going to seek sanctions from the court later on if the case were to have to go into litigation. That's really important. That helps us actually establish some way of redressing their failure to preserve evidence on your behalf. So, the first thing that we try to do within the office is to take steps to make sure that the case is being properly investigated and that evidence that you need for the actual case is being preserved properly for you, and that we're taking steps to set them up so that later on, if they decide, hey, I want to do something that's not correct, not take steps to preserve it, that we have some sort of avenue to try to seek a remedy, redress for you for that wrong. So I hope that's helpful for you. Obviously, I'm going to follow up with some other videos about things that I believe can be helpful for you that you can actually participate in to help us get a better result for you in the case. Thank you.